Hey guys, Tales of Creed here. Welcome to kind of a different series that I kind of want to try out. Um, as you know probably from my videos, I am a big fan of anime and manga and such. So, I kind of wanted to try my hand out at, reviewing anime that I've just ended and ones I've, just finished and I want to give my impressions on that I just finished watching and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a big series or anything. I want to see like how well I do at it. I'm not really much of a reviewer, but I kind of want to try it just to see how well I could do it. I don't really have a set plan for this. I'm just kind of like gonna say what's on my mind about the series, and like I'm gonna tell a little about it first, and then I'm gonna say like what kind of things I would have liked better, or what I liked about it and stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So for this episode, I guess we'll call it we are going to start off with Accel World, which is an anime that was just it recently came out, and it was going through like two seasons, which is, usually for very popular anime, it's given 2 seasons. Well, it's 1 season, but it's given like the length of 2 seasons, so it's 24 episodes, I believe. Sorry. So pretty much, Accel World, it takes place in the year 2046. So technology is very advanced. This is a sci-fi anime, I should probably say, because, 2046. I wonder what has improved in said years. So, in this year, people are now given a device on their neck called a neuro system thing. I forgot what it's called, to be honest. See, I didn't plan any of this. I didn't write a script or anything. I'm just gonna kind of go off on it. So this a neurolinker, that's what it's called. So this neurolinker pretty much lets you connect to the internet or connect to anything wirelessly. So you can pretty much like have a little keyboard in front of you, and it's pretty much all just for your eyes to see. And all kids at as soon as they're born are given this. So it's pretty interesting. So this actually follows so the main character is a boy named Haruyuki Arita. So the one thing I really love about this anime is Haruyuki. It's just, well, pretty much he's a short, fat boy. And it's just, that's so unique, and I really love that about the show. Is a lot of people actually really hated Haru for being, fat and short and just not anime. So I just really love that approach because it felt very relatable, and just something that, I don't know, can be very relatable to how the world actually is. And of course I'm not saying to support obesity or something like that. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of what I'm gonna say, but it's just something like that, people could relate to. And of course, not everyone is gonna like that because, when you think anime, you think of slim, pretty boy kind of thing. So I just thought the whole approach with Haru was very well done and very proper. I mean, obviously not everyone likes that, but I thought it was different. I thought it was nice that they would pull something like that. How he was just very, he was short, he was fat, he had no low self-esteem. He got picked on, and that's pretty much what caused this whole show to happen. How he was picked on and how he kept to himself and played video games on his own, which, is very relatable. So he was very unhappy with, how life was going. And then, he met, a girl named Kurayuki Hime, which, for some reason, they never actually, said what her actual name is. I mean, there has been a point where they were like, her name is cuts off the fucking show. That was really a dick move. But Kurayuki Hime is actually the whole start of the series. So pretty much, she notices him and like how good he is at video games, and how he isn't, like how he's unhappy with the world, and how he gets picked on, obviously. And so she invites him to an accelerated world with which is pretty much called the Brain Burst program. The Brain Burst program is like, it's pretty much, it makes your it pretty much accelerates your brain waves. It's pretty like hard to explain because it's like hard to believe, which is, you know, anime, but it pretty much accelerates your surroundings, so it makes time appear very slow. I don't know the exact numbers on whether on how much like it accelerates, but yeah, it accelerates. It's pretty cool. There are different kinds of different ways you can use Brain Burst, where the main purpose of Brain Burst is to fight in this multiplayer online fighting game, and it was just such a good idea. I don't know why this was such an appealing idea, but it was just amazing. So they fought in this program. They accelerate, and then they're brought into a virtual reality. So they become a different person entirely. So another thing I should probably mention is Kurayuki Hime actually invited him. So how it's said is, when you invite someone, that's the only person you can invite, and it's very strict on Brain Burst is very strict on how you can invite someone, because first of all, as I mentioned before, the neural linker has to be, well, the neural linker has started to put it onto people at birth. People at birth are the only ones who can be in the Brain Burst program. I'm not totally sure of that. I'm sure there was a reason, I just don't really remember. But yeah, that's pretty much what happens. So most of just about all the Brain Burst people, all the people in Brain Burst, the program, are teenagers. So that was kind of a good idea to do, just so there wouldn't be those old men in crap. But so, geez, I'm still trying to think up everything because, I'm doing this on the spot. I probably should write a script or something for this, but so pretty much this was a way for Haru to get away from reality, just like normal games and stuff. And to repay Kurayuki Hime, he decided to fight with her in this virtual reality game. And what I mean by that is, so Brain Burst is set apart in 6 different, actually 7 different, territories. So there's different colors for each territory, and people are just there are kings of each territory, and the main focus for this is there's levels, and to reach level 10, well, you can go level 9 no problem, and you could fight characters, and pretty much how it goes is you get points for each fight you go through, and with every set amount of points, you can level up. And pretty much how you want to do it is you want to get to the points and then get a little higher than that and then level up, because if you lose all your points, you lose Brain Burst entirely, and then you can't it's completely erased from your mind, so you can never and you can't have access to it again, so no one can invite you again because you've already lost. So now the big thing about that is you can go level 9 no problem, every fight you can lose points. You know, you can lose a fight every now and then, and that's fine because you'll just lose like 10 points. It's no problem. But what the interesting thing here is when you reach level 9, you're pretty much like on the level of a king. And they set up the territories because each, like when you're level 9 and you fight another level 9 and you want to reach, like level 10's the max pretty much. And when you want to reach the level 10, pretty much you have to fight another level 9. And whoever wins that fight, you know, can keep going. I believe it's, you have to win 3 fights to live. 3 or 4 fights to get level 10. And the loser actually loses all their points, so they pretty much get erased from the Brain Burst program completely. And no one wants that, obviously. Everyone wants to keep their, like, keep themselves in the program and, like, stay away from reality, pretty much. So they're not gonna just willingly do that. So they started setting up territories and staying away from each other, pretty much. So they can keep playing, but, you know, they'll never reach level 10 that way. The interesting thing about Kurayuki Hime is she is level 9. She is one of the kings. She's the Black King. She's actually, like, she was fine with the Alliance for a while, but then she betrayed and killed the Red King. And then she ran off because everyone wanted to kill her after that. So she vowed to pretty much become level 10, because when you become level 10, you meet the creator of Brain Burst, and you pretty much want to find out what the point of it is, what the purpose of Brain Burst is. And that's pretty much like the summary of the show, is like to become level 10 and like find out what the point, like the purpose of Brain Burst is. But of course, like, everyone hates the Black King now, and she's been in hiding for a while, so she wanted someone like she could trust near her, pretty much. And that's who Haru is. And Haru wants to repay her for getting him away from the world and accelerating and just getting away, you know. Now the show is kind of separated in half. Like up to episode 13 there's a little arc, and then past that is another little arc. In the first little arc, it's just kind of, I mean, it's not very, I mean, there are some, like, I liked it. There are some parts that are kind of, I would have done better. Well, it could have been done better. There's a lot of, like, I don't know. This is the part where it's hard to explain because there's so much to talk about. Pretty much in the first part, they start introducing the characters and such. People like Takumu, jeez, I forgot his name. Well, Chiori, which is another friend of Haru. Pretty much, like, Haru is friends with Chiori and Takumu. Takumu was actually in the program before Haru, and he never knew about it, but he was actually part of the Blue Legion, so he was under command of the Blue King. Now, he ended up being a spy, so I probably shouldn't. I just want to review the anime in its entirety. I don't want to go into like every single detail. But there was a lot of betrayal. There was definitely a lot of progress with the characters. Especially at one point where Haru started leveling up and he gained his main power that, like, everyone, his uniqueness in Brain Burst, which is wings, so he can fly and, like, so he can be free. Which I think that was how his character came to be, his Brain Burst character, because pretty much like how your character avatar is made is painful experiences in life. And since he's short and fat, he probably felt, how I like to think of it is him caged up and very, like, just jailed, like, not able to do much, just what his body's capable of. And with his avatar, he's free and able to fly, you know, that kind of thing. It's kind of cheesy, but That's how I like to think of it. As the series goes on, there's like on the second half of the series, there's a real enemy that they put you against, which I really liked. I like having a goal and a set enemy. So I thought that was very nice of them to do. I don't know if I should really talk about it. Like, part of me wants to like just go full out on it, and part of me wants to just like say enough where it's not spoilers. But pretty much like the person in the second half of the series, which becomes the main enemy of that that small season, pretty much affects Haru in real life, where he pretty much gets his life screwed over in school, and gets his wings taken away, which, after fighting for such a long time with those wings, you become accustomed to them, and just having something like that happen made him fall in a deep depression, and just seeing him like rise up excuse me, I should probably drink some, pretty much like him losing his wings was a big, like a very big thing that really pushed this show to like an amazing like level of greatness, pretty much. Because what caused this, like after this happened, he fell into a big depression point, and he was just broken and he felt useless, and that Kurayuki Hime would throw him away and that he was trash. I love this. I love this kind of emotion that they put in this. So after that, he like, him and Takamu started like having like quarrels and like started fighting each other, like, because he obviously wanted him to get back into it and stop being so down on himself. So he started getting back into it, with also help from a friend from Brainburst itself, named Ash Roller. Ash Roller introduced him to his guardian, like, you know how Haru is to Kurayuki Hime. He introduced him to his guardian, which is Skyraker. Skyraker introduced Haru to a new ability called the Incarnate system. The Incarnate system is very amazing. It pretty much like set like how the fights of the show were going to go on for the rest of the show. The Incarnate system is only known by kings, pretty much. And how it goes is like, I have to really think about this because this is pretty confusing. Pretty much what happens is you use your thought process and you believe that you have some sort of power and it becomes real. I'm sure other shows have done this. I just thought it was really well done, like really good to have in this show. It's kind of like, so it feels like kind of a cop-out in the end, but I liked it. I thought it was nice. Like, so Haru usually believed that he had power like a sword on his arm, and it becomes a ray of light as a sword. And he just believed it, and it went. And another thing is, like, if you have a name for it, it obviously comes out faster, because when you say a name, you automatically think of that, and it comes out. So that's pretty much how the fights went on from then and there. And by the way, I should probably mention this, as this whole segment of him being in depression and losing his wings, Kurayuki Hime is actually on a trip and gone, so she's not even part of this. He's just trying to get his wings back before she gets back. So he doesn't feel like shit and doesn't feel useless and a piece of crap. I mean, after that pretty much leads to the final battle, and it was just really well done. It was amazing. It was a great final battle. I don't really want to spoil it, because, you know, I just want to review it, and holy crap, this is already 20 minutes long. I feel like I've been fucking annoying. Maybe I should re-record this and, like, try and get it down sometime. But anyway, I just really wanted to speak my mind on it. One little thing, like, a couple of things I really didn't like about the show is, I didn't feel like there was much of a, pretty much a, like, a drawback to Brain Burst. Like, if you lose it, you lose Brain Burst, and that's it. That's about it. That's all that happens to you. That's all you're losing. I thought that was kind of dumb. I mean, I feel like there should have been more of a price to pay in the end. I mean, if you lose Brain Burst, well, big whoop. You keep living your life like no big deal. It's not a big deal. I just felt like there could have been a bigger price. Like, I don't want to say another anime. I really don't, but pretty much like Sword Art Online, where it's like, if you die, you're dead. There you go. Your life is gone. Goodbye. I felt like that could have been something better. I really didn't like how there wasn't really a drawback in the end. What else didn't I really... I don't know. Some of it felt kind of draggy and slow at times. I mean, it still felt like it was still moving, but a lot of the second half of the season felt very slow. Jeez, I'm starting to lose my voice here from talking for 20 minutes. Are you kidding me? So, some of it just felt kind of slow at the end, but it definitely had a very good ending, and it left it open to a very giant opening to a second season, which should happen. Please? Because it was very good. It was definitely one of my favorite animes of the season. I think it should have a second season. It's definitely open to it, like, to find out more about the kings, about the different territories, because we only really found out about the Black King and the Red King, which helped out during the show. I mean, we did see, like, the blue and yellow, but that's about it. We never saw the Green King at all. That felt kind of shitty. There's just so much more, like, this is such a great idea, and it's something that could be completely expanded on. It has so much potential, and a second season can make this just go fucking out there and great. It can make it amazing. Just what you could do, like, find out about different territories, different people, and then reaching level 10 and finding out about Brain Burst and, like, the creator of Brain Burst and how it was made and stuff like that. It just leaves so much potential and so much, like, just a lot to, like, picture and hope for, and it's just a lot, and it's such a great cliffhanger to leave it at for a season 2. That better happen. Sorry. So in the end, it's a very good show. I'm sorry if, like, this was very weird and not planned at all, because I can tell that it's very, it's just very, not organized. I'm just talking like how I want to talk and just talk about the show and everything. So I definitely loved this show, I should say. It was definitely my favorite of the season until Sword Art came in and fucking stabbed it in the face, because shit, that show rocks. I actually didn't really like that show. Jesus, I shouldn't say this while I'm reviewing Accel World, but I didn't like that show until, like, after the character introductions. But anyway, back to Accel World. Shouldn't talk about that shit, even though it's by the same author. But, in the end, it was an amazing show. It had a great ending. It left open to amazing potential for a second season, which should be done. No confirmation yet, though. So if you haven't seen the show, I highly recommend it. I tried to, like, avoid as many spoilers as possible, even though I kind of talked into it all, like, crazy. And I've been fucking recording for 25 minutes already. Jesus Christ. So, that is pretty much my review of Accel World. I'm sorry it wasn't very organized or anything. I should probably shorten it down so it is organize it so it is shorter, like 10 minutes. But if you enjoyed me going on and rambling on about anime and giving a kind of long review over it, then let me know and I'll do more of them, because I'm just like kind of doing this just to try it, to be honest. I mean, I've watched so many animes, I could do like fucking 100 episode series on this shit. And it could just be fucking long episodes. Like, these episodes could go on for like an hour. I could have gone in so much deeper in Accel World, it's not even funny. But yeah, just let me know if you enjoyed this. It was just kind of me talking. I'll probably add some music and stuff, but yeah, I think that's about it. I guess I'll give kind of a rating. For Accel World, I'll probably give it a I feel like I'm being generous, but I really liked the show. I really thought it was good. There were a couple things I didn't really like about it, but I thought it was an amazing show, so I'm just gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because I really liked it. I really liked this show. It was really great. And please, give me a second season. I will get down on my knees and I will suck your Japanese cock for a second season. Don't quote me on that. So I think that is about it. Sorry if this video is so freaking long. We're at 26 minutes in. So I think I'm ending it off here. If you want more, if you want me to talk about more, like currently I'm rewatching Code Geass and stuff. That's something I could do. I mean, and if you want, give me tips on how I can improve these reviews. I know I should probably plan this out. And like write things down for it and everything, which I probably will do in the future. I just kind of wanted to sit down for it, and just do it. But just, you know, give me some feedback. Be very appreciated. So, if you watch through this, holy shit, you're awesome, and thank you for watching. So, next time is another anime, and I will be recording Grace's Up soon, hopefully, because I've been taking a small break off it, so watch out for that. And I'll see you guys next time.